Mm. Carnivore snacks, noodles, cheese. We gotta make carnivore Cheetos.
All right, y'all, I've had this request for a long time and I wasn't sure what to do with it. I know some other people have done their versions and I've watched all of those videos and I'm sure they're good. They just didn't meet with the expectations that I had for what a carnivore Cheeto should look and taste like. So I came up with my version. I'm gonna show it to you guys today. It's gonna be crispy and soft at the same time, heavy on the protein and even heavier on the flavor. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So today, let's make carnivore Cheetos and other crispy snacks. So yesterday, I made a batch of my carnivore pasta noodles made out of chicken meat. After I got done making them, I put them in my dehydrator and they have been dehydrating ever since at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I set it for 24 hours as you guys will see, but you could probably get away with 12 hours. You just need them to be hard, crispy, and dry all the way through. And the only difference in this recipe and my pasta is that I doubled the amount of beef gelatin. So I'm going to add a new recipe card to my website specifically for the carnivore Cheetos, but it's the exact same process as making my pasta, just with some extra gelatin added in. So now we're gonna go ahead and go get the noodles out of the dehydrator and we're gonna turn them into Cheetos. So these are the carnivore pasta noodles out of the dehydrator. You can see they are completely crispy and dry. These are ready to be turned into Cheetos. I'm also gonna turn them into a version of Funyuns because most of the difference between Cheetos and Funyuns is nothing more than the seasoning. So we're gonna do both today. All I'm gonna do is break these into pieces. You saw I laid them out as full noodles in a single layer. That way they get really well dehydrated and they snap. So I'm gonna break these into pieces 1 inch to 2 inches long. However really big you want to make them is fine. And I'll show you guys what we do next. So I've got all of my noodle pieces broken up in a little bowl here. They're all kind of various lengths and sizes, just like Cheetos would be. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set a pan over a medium-high to high heat, and we can deep fry in several different things. I'm using ghee or clarified butter. If you didn't know, you can deep fry with ghee. You could also use beef tallow or you could use lard. Now, if you use lard, they're gonna taste a little porky, more like a pork rind. So if you like that, that's a great option. If you don't, I would go with the beef tallow or the ghee. We're gonna bring this up somewhere around 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna get that started. And while the oil is coming up to temperature, we can go ahead and make our seasoning mixtures and I'll show you how that comes together. Let's get the ghee going, let's get it up to temperature, and let's get ready to make some Cheetos. While the oil is coming to temperature, we're gonna make the Funyun season mixture first because the Cheetos one is honestly very easy and I'll tell you about that in just a minute. The Funyuns we're going to season with onion powder and chives mainly, but we're going to add a couple of other things in. Now, Funyuns are also slightly sweet. If you are more carnivore than to want to use the sweeteners, if that's a little too dirty carnivore for you, you can leave it out and you can just do the sweeteners. If you're really strict carnivore, maybe you handle the dairy, but you don't want all these other seasonings, that's fine. You can just put salt on these and they're going to taste great. But for the Funyun mixture, we're gonna start out with a few tablespoons of onion powder and some dried chives, as well as a few other things I'll show you along the way. For the Cheetos, we're going to use this premium cheddar cheese Hoosier Hill Farm cheese powder. Now, if you're not into the whole cheese powder thing, again, you can leave this out if it's a little too dirty carnivore for you. However, this particular brand does not have dextrose or any of those other anti-caking agents in it. It is purely just things like whey protein and the cheese cultures and all of the things you would expect in there. So as these kinds of things go, this is the cleanest one I've found, and it does a really good job. And for an entire tablespoon of this, it's 3 grams of carbs, and those are all dairy carbs. So if you're okay with using something like this, the Hoosier Hill Farm is what I would recommend. I'll link this down below. We're gonna use a whole bunch of this and then a little bit of paprika just to liven it up a little. All right, the oil is up to temperature. It is time to fry. Now I want you guys to come in here close. I want you to see what happens. This is about 375 to 380 degree oil. It's gonna start dropping in temperature as soon as we fry. This is why these need to be so crispy. There's an Asian snack called prawn crackers. I believe it's maybe used around Chinese New Year. I'm sure if I'm wrong about that, someone can correct me, but I think they make them around Chinese New Year. And they're these dry, hard, crackery things that I'm sure are based in rice, and then they fry them and they puff up and become light and crispy. Watch what happens with these after we've dehydrated them. Now we're just gonna fry them in batches. I'm gonna do about half of them. We'll season those up, and then we'll do the other half and use the rest of the cheese seasoning for the Cheeto version. All right, we've got all of the noodles fried up. So all we need to do is take some of the hot oil that we just fried everything in. We're gonna put a couple of spoonfuls over everything, toss it, and then throw the seasonings in and toss it together. And if all of your seasoning settles at the bottom of the bowl, add another spoonful of oil and continue to toss it until your seasoning sticks. Let's go ahead and put these together. All right, y'all, that is the Cheetos and Funyuns. If you do the dirty carnivore thing and you can handle the spices, that is how we do that. So these look really good. Are you excited to try these out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think, you know, being like on a carnivore diet especially, and a keto diet, if you're doing kind of like meat, heavy protein-based stuff, I'm usually pretty satiated. I sometimes just kind of miss the being able just to grab like a bag of something, and I'm really excited about these. They look really, really good. I'm actually really excited about it.
We don't really promote snacking as a general thing, but there are occasions where if you're sitting down to watch a movie with the family, or if you're on a road trip, or a snack like food like this beef jerky or any of these other kinds of things are really convenient. And there are a lot of people that are not deep into keto and carnivore to where they feel like they don't need to snack. They haven't gotten to that point of their journey yet.
Well, and I'd rather eat these than go off the rails and actually eat real Cheetos with the chemicals and the carbs and all that. So
dive in. You can try them whatever order you want. Tell me what you think.
I'm going to start because I want to start over here, actually.
Okay.
Start with the Cheetos.
You guys want to make sure not to get them too dark brown because they'll continue to darken after you pull them out of the oil. So be careful so you don't get a burnt taste.
Mmm. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Might be hard for you guys to hear, by the way, but They're crunchy, like a Cheeto is supposed to be.
Yet when you get past the crunch and you're on the inside, a little bit of like a fluffiness, just kind of like you would with an actual Cheeto.
Crispy and yet soft at the same time thing that Cheetos do. And if you want them bigger around, just make the noodles bigger. I just made them this size because they dehydrate faster that way, and it's a little bit easier. Make them any size you want.
And then these are the Funyuns.
Those are the Funyuns.
Oh my. These are amazing. You have that same crunch on the outside, kind of soft, fluffy a little bit on the inside. The way that these are seasoned, wow, that is a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
But like in the best way. I can definitely taste like the onion, garlic. I'm not really sure. They're a little sweet, little salty, a lot of flavor. I could eat bags of these. No problemo. My new favorite snack.
And for everyone out there who's wondering, hey, Chris, I don't eat chicken. Could I do this with beef? Yes, you can. So I did an experiment and I used 93% lean, 7% fat ground beef, 1 pound of it. And I made my pasta mixture with beef instead of chicken. As pasta noodles, it is definitely more of a beef flavor. You can definitely taste the difference. Fried like this, I think it may be just as good as the chicken, if not better.
I'll be the judge of that. Second, before I give an opinion. In my honest opinion, I think the beef actually may be better. I think because the beef is a fattier meat, it gives it more of a softer kind of a texture. They're all crunchy and they're all soft in the center, but the beef has a little bit more of a softer thing when you hit the center. That is really good. Wow. I thought the chicken were incredible. I mean, they're both really good, but wow.
There you go, guys. You can use chicken meat, you can use beef. I would imagine you could probably use turkey. There's probably some other meats that we could use. We have to experiment and see what we can do. And you can turn it into all your favorite crunchy snacks as long as you know how to get the seasoning just right. Thank you guys so much for being here. All of my links are going to be down below, including the recipe card page where you can go and find the specific recipe card for how to do the Cheez-Its. And I'll make sure to include what I did with the beef on that recipe card as well, because the beef version is so good. It is definitely worth including. Of course, all of my Patreon links and YouTube membership links are down below. Major shout out to the band. They knew this was coming before anybody else, and I know they've been really excited about it, so I'm glad we were able to deliver for everybody. And I'm probably gonna do a couple more snacky versions for the band, specifically with some other seasoning mixtures that I would recommend. So if you guys didn't know, my band members get a few extra recipes from time to time, and they get some behind the scenes content because they support the channel, and that's the reason we can do what we do, and we love our band members very much. All my other links are down below if you guys are looking for anything. This is Chris Cooking Nashville, my beautiful wife, Ash Taylor. Guys, make sure to eat your meat, even if it looks like a Cheeto. Love your life. We're gonna see you here in the kitchen for more crazy recipes, and if you like snacks like this as much as we do, go check out my beef jerky recipe right over here. Crunchy.
Beefy, cheesy goodness.
Yeah.